Hi, my name is Steven. So I'll be doing an X and Y. Basically, how you can add X and Y points into your hack map, into the hack map workspace. And sorry, the reason why, yes, I found out lately that some of my videos does not have the mouse imprint. So sorry, that's why I had to redo them again because it's really causing a lot of buzz with some of my people, and it's not good. Hearing my voice and not seeing what I'm clicking, cannot find the way some of those things are. It's really troublesome. So I'm back. So we are doing a recapture of some of the things we have done earlier. So today I'll be doing how to add an X and Y into your ArcGIS workspace. So yes, this ArcGIS workspace is not saved yet, so you can save yours. You can save yours. So in my previous videos, you will see some of the identification of the things that you can visually see when you open the ArcGIS workspace. So I won't be diving into that. I will just dive straight into the X and Y coordinate. So here I will teach you in a few seconds how to connect to a folder. How to connect to a folder. So let me do that first of all before doing what I want to do. So now your catalog might not be here. So let's start from there. Let's say my catalog is not within this area and I don't have this on my desktop, on my workspace. These things you are seeing, let's say you don't have it. So what do you do? What do you think is wrong? Nothing is wrong. The only thing you need to do is to come to your workplace, come to your tool, pick up pick up the standard, pick up the layout, scroll down, like come to this arrow, pick up the tools. So those are the major three things you need to pick up: the standard, the tools, and the layout. So if I uncheck the tools has disappeared. So do you get what I'm saying? So I beg, let me pick up my tools again. So pick up so those are the three major things you need to pick up. And after picking them up, then you see your catalog here. Your catalog is the one that has like a graph sheet. You can see like a graph kind of sheet. So your catalog shows you the different folders you have existing in your workspace. And here you have the catalog. So I'll click on this. So this is how to connect to a folder. You click on this. So then you look for the folder. You look for the folder here. So as you are looking for the folder, it's changing this name. It's changing this name. And you can also do it in a different way around. And this is it. Go to your go to your file explorer. Let's say this is my file explorer. I needed to pick a document. Maybe you have the document already open. You can come here and control C. You copy it, then you come here, you paste it. So if I do it like that, this one I'm removing this one is that it will only give me a folder. maybe I want a larger folder. So I have this. So I'll click OK. Do you see it has been listed here. So on clicking this, I have every of the things inside that folder. So that way is a little bit shorter, unlike if I don't have the folder very close to, maybe I have it deeply hidden somewhere. So I can use that means to make them fast. Because coming to add folder, and you need to open each of your user, maybe it's in the public folder, maybe it's in document, and so on like that. So it can take a lot of time than going to the window explorer and picking such folder. So yes, then let's go to the X and Y coordinate system. Yes, I have. So yes, so I already have saved my I have saved my file as XLS, not as a CSV. And the reason why I use XLS more often is that I can have a lot of sheet in just one package, in just one Excel package, instead of having a lot of sheet. Maybe I have 10 sheets in different CSV packages. So I can have just one inside the one. I can have 10, 30 sheets inside just one, instead of having 10, 30 sheets separately, because I needed to save them as a CSV. So so this is an XLS. It will not an XLXS. It will not open. This one will not open. But on clicking on this, it will open. So I have sheet. So I will really teach you how to add it into forms. There is one that upon opening them, you have them as a shape file already. And secondly, when you open them as a, I gave it a name. I call it a georeference DB, a georeference DBase, a georeference DBase. It comes as a DB, but it's georeferenced. So which means you can later convert them as a shape file. So let me be fast about it. So if you right click from here, yes, when you right click, you come to export or you create future class. If you create future class from X and Y table, you create a future class as what? As a shape file. So here you pick your long and lat, then you pick your coordinate system. So that means you must know the kind of data that is in that Excel file. Either it is a geographical data or it's a projected data. A projected data is a data that occurs in meters and in kilometers. A long and large data is a data that's a geographical data. It's a data that occurs in decimal points, in degree, minutes, seconds, and so on. It must have a degree. That's a geographical data. So now, and in the Excel data I'm trying to open, it contains two kinds of data, and the data are both projected and geographical. So in this case, I will save one as a geographical, I'll save the other as a projected. So let's do this one as a geographical. So I will pick GCS 1984, and also you can pick it from here. That is if you don't have it in a favorite too. So you can pick it from here. That's your geographical. You come to world, then you come to 1984. So you okay? Then you pick the folder you want to save the file as. So you see, it has already picked this folder, and that's where I want to save it as. That's where I need it to be. So you can also save it in a geodatabase. That's clicking this. That's if you come here, yes, when you change this to a file, so you can pick a geodatabase if you want to save it there. If you want to save it there. So let me go back to my shapefile and save it. So okay. So now it's not here and it's not in my table of contents. So what I will do now is to come here and drag it. You can drag it or you right click. There's no even add to space, so you will have to drag it into your. So now look at this. You are seeing one here. You are seeing one here, which means there is one of your data that has a difference in coordinates. Maybe there's an issue when you find the data not in the location. It's either the data is it can be correct, and it can be that there's an issue with one of your coordinates. And most times when you are doing this, you don't save your data. If it's in geographical, it must not be in degree, minute, and seconds. You must try as much as possible to convert it into a decimal degree. Most times I have not really found out to how to really export how to export data in degree, minute, and seconds. So most times you may have to convert such data your into the decimal degree. So I have it here. So let me zoom in. Let me pick these two and zoom in and zoom in. So sorry, I'll be doing something to identify the data that was posted. So I'll be doing a labeling. So I'll be doing a labeling so as to see the kind of data that is being okay. Is a sample point that. So it's likely now. Let me just share now. This data has been sorry has been done wrongly. It has been done wrongly. And why I say that if you look at what I have here, it's this in a decimal degree. Sorry, I know the kind of data I'm uploading, so I need start in the decimal degree. So let's try and change. So now, if you look at this, that means the data has been wrongly possession. And sorry for that. So that means I will have to position them correctly. Sorry. So let me in very fast do the repositioning. Sorry, I should even open the data for you to see. I should open the data for you to see so that you can understand what I'm trying to do. So let me be fast about it so that you will. So this is the data. So this is the one I was expecting to be when I was talking about the XLX, no, the geographical. I was expecting this one to load. So that means this one also loads and this one also loads. So now let's check back what we have. We have two datas in a wide range region. So let's go back to this. So which means you must know your kinds of data. Now look at this. That means I'm not totally wrong because my data also, that means the two kinds of data are data that can appear under the geographical coordinate system. So, but they will not appear in a they will not really appear in a projected. So look at this data. So now if you convert this back to, just pick your display, pick the degree or the decimal degree, then you have this. So all right, let me be fast so that I can do the two. So add data. I want to add data now. So I want to add X and Y data. Just so I come here. Then that one, the other one I did was a GCS. That's a geographical. So long and lat. The long is for the X field. The lat is for which means the latitude is for the Y field. So I won't be picking the GCS. I'll be picking the PGS, the WGS. So you can also come to the projected, and from the projected you come to UTM, then you come to WGS 1984, then the northern hemisphere. So now the coordinate is in 32 north. It's in 32 north. So okay, should we okay? Should we okay? Should we okay? Should we okay? Okay, so yes. So look at this place. So if we look at this place, there are certain kinds of data here, which is different from the one we have before. So let me, so export. No, I'm not exporting. What I want to see is that I want to see the labels. So can you see the labels? So the same labels that are on the other one I showed you, but they were not correct because they were posted on the geographical coordinate system because they are not geographical coordinates, they are projected coordinates. So you must be able to identify between the geographical coordinate and the projected coordinate. So most times when you go to the feed and you take a data like 6 degrees 21 minutes 32 seconds, it's a geographical data, it's a geographical coordinate system. But when you take a data like 3,480 something, 589, it's most times it's a projected data. It's a projected data. Now, because they are value, the machine can place them at different points in the space. Because the workspace runs on numbers, they can be posted at different space. So that's why you must also prepare your Excel sheet very well so that when you post a data, it's not wrongly posted. It's not wrongly posted. So you must present your data well, very well, and scrutinize so that it is not wrongly posted. So thank you. I think I've come to the end of this video. And sorry, I told you that when you use this format to add the data, yes, this format is not a shape file. You can't see it in your. It doesn't appear in your catalog. It only appear here. So if you need it to be saved in your catalog, what you need to do is to right click here and export it. So it is at this exporting that it appears as a shape file. So most times I call this a georeference DB base. A georeference, and I will do this so that you can see. So here it's picking a default, and I don't want to save it in the ArcGIS default, so I come to a folder I had connected it. I come to this. Then let me save it as an export. So I won't pick this. I'll pick a shape file. I want it to be as a shape file. I don't want it to be in the file, yeah, database, because we have not discussed about the file. So do you want to export this as a layer? I will say yes. So definitely I have it here. So you can see that it has marked this. So if I uncheck this, which is the georeference DBase, I can have it properly here. So thank you very much. Maybe in the subsequent videos, we'll see how to make a shapefile, how to bring a shapefile in, and the kinds of shapefile we have. We can look at that. Thank you very much. And also, yes, we should also talk about the base map. The base map. That's how to add the base map into our map view. So thank you very much. Please like and subscribe.